Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and it's the weekly reading for the week of November 11th to the 17th. This week, Saggy, we have for you the Birthing and New Age Oracle card. We have the beautiful full energy. Yes, we do have the Tower. We have the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Page of Pentacles. So, pretty significant reading here for you, Sag. We've got half of the spread Major Arcana. As you may know, the more major arcana, the more significant the reading and the more linked it is to the big karmic themes of life and life lessons and that kind of thing. Really not surprised to see the spread here, with that Birthing a New Age Oracle card that came out, and then the first card out of the ranks was the Fool. So we really are making a transition to a new beginning after releasing some darker or denser energies with the Tower here. It's not just you, Saggy. This is a theme across the signs at the moment. Just done the reading for Aries, Capricorn, and they had Tower energy as well. We're about to close out a decade, guys. We are closing out a 10-year cycle. So there is a massive energetic shift that's going on at the moment, heaps of clearing, so that we can call in these lighter energies in that space. So let's just get started by reading out that Oracle card, Birthing a New Age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Often our path is exactly the one we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often what is rising feels far bigger than what we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. Right now, we're in the transition period between ages, in the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new to rise. Like driving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead, we need to release old identities and ways that are no longer serving us, using our intuition as a compass. Well, that pretty much sums up the entire reading right there, Sagittarius. Yeah, we're moving into a new chapter, ready to walk a new path. We can't walk a new path when we may still be stuck on one that is heading in another direction. That's why we have the Tower energy here. The Tower comes into a reading when the universe is basically intervening and saying, hey, you know what? You're not supposed to be on that path anymore. I could see that you were going to keep on walking it. So I'm going to shake things up for you, maybe in a very dramatic way, in order to get you onto the path that you're truly meant to be on. And it might not even be a path that you know about yet. It might come as a surprise to you. But the Tower says that the current situation, your current path, was not a fit for you any longer. We have a square tower. We have a round crown. And we have a very unstable foundation. So it only takes one, bolt of lighting, one push from the universe, and the thing comes crumbling down. Now, guys, it's a general reading, so you'll know what this is for you. For some of you, it could be a relationship that's coming to an end, moving on from a job or career, letting go of a friendship. It can just be discovering a suppressed memory or releasing a part of ourselves that's no longer serving us, deciding not to be the victim anymore, that kind of thing. It's a massive revelation and a moving on. Can feel very chaotic, and sometimes it can be a difficult energy, guys, but we have to keep in mind that it's there for a reason. It's there to bring down what's not serving us. So then these beautiful universal gifts that are just bursting to come in behind the door can enter for us. Now, the Nine of Wands here, so I feel that even though this is in your recent past position here, Saggy, I feel like a lot of you are potentially on the foothold of this Tower energy right now, because, the timing is fluid, but also we have the Nine of Wands. So it's not a 10, it's a 9. So it's like you're right on the threshold of that finish line, but you haven't quite crossed over yet. And potentially it's because you may have been going through a period in the past of trying to rebuild the Tower, which is the no-no with the Tower energy. Perhaps you've been, even though you've sort of been wounded and you feel like you've been through the wars, it's like every time you inch closer to that 10, to that completion, it's like, no, let's rebuild it. That's what I'm sensing here. But it's time to surrender, and it's time to let that tower fall and cross over from a 9 of Wands to a 10 of Wands and release the burdens, release the weights that have been suppressing you, that have been clouding your vision and blocking your forward movement. Because that 9 of Wands, this is somebody who is a warrior. They have the strength to bring this to completion. They might be battered and bruised and bearing battle scars, but they still have energy left into the tank to bring this thing to a completion. You do have the strength, Sagittarius, that you need to endure that tower. And I was hearing as I put these cards down, rising from the ashes. I really feel that this is what's going to happen for you, and rising twice as strong and twice as ready to live your best life. So in your focus energies this week, we have the Hanged Man and we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, okay. So I feel like after that tower falls, there is going to be a period where you might feel a little bit like this guy here, maybe a little bit stuck or, stagnant in the sense of, okay, all I've known for the last, who knows how long, it could even be a decade, has now disappeared. Now I've got this clear slate and I'm not too sure what to put in that space. So this guy here, or this person, is hanging from that tree of knowledge, waiting for that enlightenment, waiting for that Ace of Wands inspiration to come in so that he or she knows which way to move forward. So you may find yourself in this position. Now, the Hanged Man is all about surrendering to that process, and they talk about dying the death of the Hanged Man. So you may find yourself going through a bit of a traditional grief cycle as part of this release and purging that's going on. So that usually involves, first of all, the denial stage, the bartering stage, trying to rebuild the tower, bargaining with the other person or party that you might be dealing with. Then when you realize that there's no way out of this, this tower's got to fall, there can be, anger, sadness, depression, before you finally accept that this is how it is and this is what the universe wants for you and this is your path and you need to walk it anyway. And it's through surrendering to that and accepting that you must release it. That's when the enlightenment happens. That's when the space is cleared. And that's when universal gifts can come in for us. Because the Ace of Wands wants to be given to you here, Saggy. It's coming in on the hand of the divine. This is that aha moment. This is the new beginning. This is you establishing your newfound energy, passion, enthusiasm, inspired action to start walking the new journey. I feel like this is the last wand to complete this picture and make it a 10 of Wands so the situation can be released and so you can start to step into your new direction. Now, aces are number 1 in each suit of the tarot, Saggy, so this is the seeds of that new beginning. It's the new idea how to move forward. It's the new enthusiasm. It's the first step on the ladder, but we must keep on that momentum and keep moving because we need to nurture aces and grow them and expand them so that, we don't fall back into old patterns. Yeah, beautiful. I really like this reading. Okay, and I like even more what's coming in the near future because I love the full energy and the Page of Pentacles. Wow, okay, so, look at these two side by side, the Tower and the Fool, total opposites. This is the new beginning that you've been waiting for, Sagittarius. After that sort of aha moment, that inspiration of how to move forward, there's no stopping you. The Fool invites you to reconnect with your rebel energy, to start walking your new path, even though you don't know what destination you're fully going to reach. You may not know where that path is leading. And yes, there's likely to be other mountains, other towers to scale in the future. Because, every situation is a cycle. Every situation has lessons. We'll come to another tower down the track. But it's about peaks and troughs, and we're entering another peak here, Sagittarius. Make instinctual decisions to walk forward on the path, to take that leap of faith, to trust in the new direction, and to trust that you'll be divinely guided as you take those steps forward. And if you can, just take the necessary belongings. Don't take the baggage from the past. Don't take any of the rubble of this situation. Just walk with your head held high into this strong new beginning, into this fresh new start, into this new age that you're helping to birth. And the Page of Pentacles, this is the promise of stability, security, waiting for you, as you journey on this new path. The Page of Pentacles can be a messenger or somebody that you might meet in the early stages of this new journey who has an offer for you of new stability, or what will grow into abundance on a home front, on a financial front. Could be a new job offer, could be a love offer that has the potential to go the distance and be stable and secure. Can be a younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn, that you might meet along the way that's going to help you on this new journey. But either way, it's about moving into a totally new direction, walking a totally new path, away from the past, into a new age that promises great abundance and gifts, universally, divine gifts along the way. So Saggy, I'm going to leave it there. It's a beautiful reading. Yes, we do have some things to overcome. Trust in the journey. Have faith, have hope in the universe, and take that leap of faith anyway. Okay, keep in mind, Saggy, this is a general reading. It won't be for every one of you guys. Feel free to leave me a comment. I'd love to know how it's playing out in your daily life, and I'll see you back here next week for another reading.